Hey guys, Jengar here. Welcome to today's realistic review in which we are taking a look at the Italian Reggiane 2000 serie 1 sitting at 2.0 battle rating in realistic battle. A much anticipated start to the Reggiane 3 and we are gonna wait and see what this line will bring us. We know there are some much anticipated planes in this line that we are all waiting for, and the start is finally here. In this plane, let's take a good look at her. The maximum speed in this plane at sea level is 427 kilometers an hour. At 4500 meters, this plane can go up to 409 kilometers an hour. And when you go up to 6500 meters, the plane still manages 369 kilometers an hour. There is no whip on this plane, so you just have that pure speed. That is decent speed for a plane at 2.0 battle rating, and very nice indeed. The top speed in a dive is something magnificent for a 2.0 plane. 704 kilometers an hour before it redlines, and 760 kilometers an hour before it rips apart. Now that may well be one of the fastest top speeds in a dive at 2.0 battle rating, and it gives the plane options indeed. Very nice. Is that effective dive speed though, you may ask? Not really. The control stiffening in this plane already starts at 450 kilometers an hour, and it becomes quite severe at 550 kilometers an hour. At 550 kilometers an hour you almost have no roll rate left. So it is difficult to maneuver at those speeds. So from 550 to 760 you're gonna have troubles maneuvering and get guns on targets. The elevator stays pretty good up until 650, and then it starts to slowly slack off as well. Now in the vertical, the plane has a good stall speed with 125 kilometers an hour, which is rather nice. Now you can use this plane as a turn fighter and a boom and zoomer. It does everything a little bit, but the firepower is only average. The plane is equipped with 2x 12.7mm Breda Safat machine guns with 300 rounds per gun. I used air target belts and I used an 800 meter convergence for this match. Ammo load is decent, I would say, with 300 rounds per gun, but the firepower is no more than average, especially in the up tiers. You will notice the lacking firepower on the plane, although you can still shoot stuff with it, of course, but it is not the most fantastic firepower in this world. The acceleration of this plane in a straight line is good, and in a dive is very good. Energy retention in the horizontal is decent, and in the vertical I'd say it's also decent. So pretty good overall in its performance. Climb rate is average though. Average to decent, and you do overheat in the climb running the plane at 100%. There is overheating in this plane, is very present, and it's a bit of a problem, especially if you need to run at 100% in dogfights and such, but it easily cools down as well, so in the end you can manage it. But I've seen the plane go up into red temperatures before you really notice it. Turn time in the plane is excellent for a 2.0 plane. It runs really nice, and the only plane that really has managed to outturn me in up tiers were buffaloes. I've been shot down by 2 buffaloes. They outturn you in the up tiers, but for the rest you can pretty much outturn most monoplanes, let's say. There of course there's exceptions, but it has very nice turn time. The roll rate in the plane though is average, no more than average, and that stiffens up very quickly with speed as well in the dive, so there is that. Maneuverability in the plane overall though, with that turn time, I would call very good, because you can make very tight loops and very tight horizontal turns as well. Durability in the plane, it is a little bit prone to fire, and the engine takes a lot of the shots often, and you get damaged engine quickly, for example in head-ons. With the firepower this plane has, head-ons are not really recommended anyway, and the engine being so big also doesn't warrant it very much, because you do not have the firepower to finish planes off. Often most planes have more firepower than you on their plane. and aside from that, the engine dies very quickly if it gets hit, so there is that. All in all, I really like this plane. This is a very strong contender at 2.0 battle rating. The firepower could be better, but hey, you gotta work with what is given to you, and there is plenty of fun in this plane to be had. The top speed in a dive in this plane is absolutely fantastic, and as a boom and zoomer this plane is pretty good thanks to the decent energy retention and the reasonable climb rate, average to decent. It can function if you don't go into too steep climbs as a boom and zoomer, and as added to that, you can really transition into turn fighting really quickly, because this plane at its battle rating is very maneuverable in the turn time, and yeah, good plane in that sense. The energy fighting in the plane is not the most fantastic thanks to the average climb rate and the energy retention not being better than decent, but overall I would say if you can cover 2 of the 3 rolls, then you have a winner on your hands. And in a boom and zoom roll, this plane can be yeah, and there we go. Prone to fires, like I said, the AA got me on fire, and this is not good. We were going for our ace there, as the Hampton was just bombing our base there and was returning to his airfield, so we could have gotten a head-on or some such and get our 5th kill, but unfortunately that was not to be. The AA decided differently. Yeah, that one. Bloody hell. Hey guys, so here we are after the match. Now, after flying this plane for a few nice matches, I had a lot of fun, and I can say that this is a very promising start to the Reggiane line of the Italians. Finally, we've been all wondering what was keeping this line back, but finally we have the first representation of this line in the tree, and it's a very, very nice plane to fly. Feels very good. Very maneuverable, good in a dive, good top speed in a dive. Control stiffening is there though, and you gotta watch that. But all in all, a very nice plane to fly with various roles to play. So I can definitely recommend you to get this plane, of course, also with the rest of that line in mind. There will be some fantastic planes in the Reggiane line, and that is definitely something to look forward to. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the review. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button, become part of this community. If you are already a subscriber, don't forget to like the video, do leave me a comment, and if you really feel like helping out today, make sure to share the video with your friends and let them know about the channel.